Hi guys and welcome. So today is Sunday, February 23rd, and I am going to use this upcoming die. It's from the online exclusives that will start at the beginning of March. I think it's March 3rd to be, let me see, 1, 2, 3, March 4th probably that it starts. So I'm going to use these dies to do a frame. Now this is I think this is Meandering Meadow. There's so many of them. There's Meandering Meadow, there's Thoughtful Journey, and there's Splendid Autumn, all that are these scenery type DSPs in the 6x6 size. I think this is Meandering Meadow. Oh my gosh, I can't get, my die doesn't want to come out. Let me pull on this. Ugh. That was a tight fit. I might have to cut down my magnetic board. I might have made it too tight. All right, so what I'm going to do here is first I'm going to cut this down to a 4 by 5 1/4 frame. All right, and the way I'm going to do that is that, so I have to cut off 3/4 of an inch, right? So I'm going to cut a little off this side first because I kind of want to keep this centered. So I know that we're going to be cutting off 3/4. So I'm going to go about right here and cut that off. Yes, this is how I get so many strips, but you know what? We'll use them at the end of the month and make something out of them. And I'm going to come over here and go to that 5 1/4 mark so that my scene is still somewhat centered. And then here I'm going to cut at the 4-inch mark. Now, am I going to get enough of this flowers? I'm not sure. So let me cut a little bit of that sky off. I want to get some of those flowers in there too. So there's another strip to use at the end of the month. And now let's cut this at my 4. This way I get some of those flowers in there. But we're going to be cutting a frame. So guess what? We still might not see all of that. All right. So let's put this away for now. I've cut this down now. Now the 4-inch is still too big for the mini stamp cut emboss machine. So I'm going to bring over my regular size one, my stamp and cut and emboss machine original. All right, here we go here. All right. And I'm going to grab, I'm not going to do that blue tape again because you saw how that ripped my cardstock yesterday. So I'm going to grab off a couple pieces of this to hold my frames down once I get to that position. This is just Post-it labeling and cover-up tape. It works great. I have it both in this thick and this thin. Keep it right here beside me on my work desk because I use it so much. All right, so let's figure out the frames I want to do. Now you see all of these wonderful that we went through yesterday. I'm trying to figure out what size I want to do it. I think I want this. Ooh. I think I want that. Because I think the next size up leaves me very little of a frame. Oh no, maybe that works good. Oh, I kind of like that. So let's go ahead and put that down. Now, if I had wanted to, I could have cut this piece out with this, and then that piece with that, and done a frame and frame look, but I didn't. I just cut this down to the size I know it's going to be on my card base. So let's go ahead, kind of figure out, get it kind of even on both the sides. Now the sides on the top and bottom aren't going to be the exact same, and that's all right, but side to side we have it correct, and top and bottom we have it correct. So these are even and these are even if it's not evenly consistent all the way around. All right, let's go ahead, run this through. And let's pull that off. We'll put that over here for just a second. So we're going to get rid of this. Oh sorry, let me turn this down. Still on Eagle Watch. Eagle pipping. Pipping is what they call it when the little eaglets, what are they called? Burst through the egg. So we're still on pipping watch. All right, so here we have this now. See how that tape never rips that. And what we're going to do is, let me make sure, get that back over here. Make sure I have all 8 still. Yep. All right. I'm going to put this over to the side for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over. So there we have that. Let me grab a card base. I think for this, I think I want to use, and I want to make sure this is, yep. I think I'm going to use basic beige on this. Love basic beige. And I think, do I want to pop up the frame or do I want to pop up the picture? I think I'm going to pop up the frame. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get this frame the way I want it. And let's get some tape on that or some glue. I think I'm going to use glue because it'll give me a little bit more wiggle room. Ooh, and usually on a big surface like this, I start in the middle and work out so it's thinner on the edge. I kind of started that off wrong there, so I'm going to kind of move that one around a little bit. All right, so this looks good on the frame. So I'm just going to lay this in there. Oops, I moved it. Did you see that? All right, I get my frame in there. Move this out of the way and kind of then have your little bit of time just to make this straight. Hope I didn't move that too much. That still looks pretty centered to me. Yep, still is. So I'll have a good border around. It might be a little crooked. It doesn't matter to me. All right, so here you can do one of 2 things. You can use dimensionals, or you can use, oh, I have it in an old 31 bag. I don't even know if I have a label left. Oh, I do. Foam adhesive strips. And there's the order number. These things are great for shaker cards or for frames like we're doing here. So let's go ahead and put these on the back side of this frame. I kind of want to make it pretty consistent all the way around because I don't want a floppy frame. And yes, you could cut these off to be exact, but they're also easy enough to rip. Now, I don't know these, because now they're the long ways. I don't know if this was an old pack where we had some that went vertically and some that went horizontally. I'm not sure. You know, after 25 years with Stampin' Up, things change, and I like to say that I don't make a lot of, here, I'm gonna kind of rip this one off here. I don't make a lot of shaker cards, so I don't use a lot of the foam strips. So these are still sticky, so they're still good, but like I said, I don't know what iteration or even what they are now. So I'll pull out the catalog in just a second, the annual catalog, so you can see. And you can also tell by that order number. It was a 144. Did you see that? That's because we're in the 166s now. So that is pretty not old. I'm not going to say old, but a few years back. All right, I'm not going to push down on this until I make sure that it looks exactly how I want it to look. And I'm going to press down. And then let me grab my ephemera words. This is still from the annual catalog, my Say Something. I bought 2 packs of these, and I have not even got halfway through it yet. Oh, I kind of like that. Look at that. Kind of along the same colors. So I'm going to put a little blue here and at the very bottom. So for that, I'm going to get out my precision bottle that has the green glue in it. Just doing a thin line at that side and that bottom. And I do think I need just one regular one to go underneath there to help support that. So let me grab one of my regular dimensionals here and just kind of put that under and right there. So that'll help keep that supported. I think the only other thing it needs now is a little bling. So let's go ahead and take out these antique pearls. They have just a little bit of a shine to them, so they're really fabulous. And I'm going to do these really small ones just because I don't want to take away from the beauty of that DSP. And then just because I can, where are they? I'm not going to use the bead trinkets. I'm trying to find out where. Oh, I don't want to do the butterflies. Oh, there they are. Oh, I'm down to my last pack. Oh, this is sad. And I don't even know if these are on the online exclusives anymore. But these are, oh, gotta turn off my, that's my chemo pill alarm. So I'm gonna be wrapping this up here in just a second. So these were the adhesive back dragonflies and birds. I'm gonna do a bird. I usually do my dragonflies, but I'm gonna do one little bird kind of right there, just to add to the scenery. Put this all over my desk. You don't need to see me cleaning up. So there you are. You know what? I think I'm gonna move him just a little bit over so he's more in the, there we go. He's more in the sky. So there you are. A quick, fun, and easy frame card using those textured notes. This is going to be a favorite. I can tell already. And I think hopefully if the supplies last, they'll stick around for a while. Okay, the other items I did with this set. Now this, I did a version of this for Craft Roulette. And that one though, I circled Mary Gunfun's birthday. This one, I'm highlighting Evan's birthday, my son who turned, oh my lord, he turned 28 this year. All right, so using those frames, using those to-go tags, to-go dies that had the keys in it, and that padlock. So there's using the frames in that. And then here's another one. Did a little bit of splattering with the white ink pad. Let me bring that down a little bit more. And there you have just those interlocking frames again and pieces to create a fun little card. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share on your social media. Most of all, have a great final day of your weekend. Bye for now.